Moses Itauma, Lawrence Okolie, they've been ordered to fight for the WBC final eliminator. The winner could potentially fight against Oleksandr Usyk. This doesn't make no goddamn sense, man. Both Moses Itauma and Lawrence Okolie have fights coming up. I think Okolie is fighting in December 19th. I don't know who's fighting. And then you go Moses Itauma, who's fighting against Jermaine Franklin, January 24th, 2026. So for the WBC to order this fight, while both guys are in the middle of fight preparations, it just doesn't make no goddamn sense. And also it's disrespectful to the opponents, right? It's disrespectful to Jermaine Franklin, disrespectful to whoever Lawrence Okolie is fighting on the 19th. Like, the WBC recently, in the last few weeks, months, or even some people might even say years, they've been moving recklessly. You know what I mean? Like, Okolie's the #1 ranked fighter with the WBC. You know what I mean? For me, like, the way the WBC are moving, it just doesn't make any sense, man. Moses Itauma, he has business to handle on the 24th of January. You know, this is not a foregone conclusion. Like, it's not like Moses Itauma is guaranteed to win that fight against Jermaine Franklin. Jermaine Franklin, yes, is the underdog, and it's going to be a big challenge for him to overcome the young, hungry lion in Itauma. But still, Franklin can go in there and cause a major upset. He's capable of it. He's not an easy customer. Do you know what I mean? He can make it hell for Moses Itauma in there on the night. So for the WBC to make this kind of announcements and to order, like, they make no sense, man. Do you know what I mean? And they've ordered stuff before in the past. Yo, you fight him, Parker fight. Mate, nobody listens to them, man. Usyk at the moment is doing whatever he wants to do. So you got a situation where Lawrence Okolie, Moses Itauma, they've been ordered to fight for the final eliminator. But then again, Usyk, who holds the belt, he wants to fight Deontay Wilder. And we're hearing that he's been granted permission to defend his titles against Deontay Wilder. You know what I mean? Which one is it, WBC? Is it the #1 ranked? Is it the eliminators? Is it, you know, the champion gets to defend against whoever he wants, whoever he feels like, whoever he likes? What's going on, man? Like, too much blurred lines, man. I don't know. The WBC are fast losing credibility. They are beginning to lose their credibility and respect, man. Terence Bud Crawford just came out yesterday and went at them. Do you know what I mean? He fired back at Mauricio Suleiman. He fired back at them. He told him, keep the goddamn belt. I don't want the belt, man. I don't want the belt. Keep it, man. Everybody knows that I'm the undisputed champion anyway, with or without the belt. I agree with Terence Bud Crawford. I applaud him for fighting back at the WBC, you know. But this news of Okolie and Moses Itauma being ordered to fight was reported a couple of days ago by Sky News. You know, one of the reporters, John Dennon reported it on Wednesday, actually. Wednesday the 3rd. So basically, yeah, yesterday evening time here in the UK. Lawrence Okolie, he stated that Lawrence Okolie is open to boxing Moses Itauma in a clash that would lead the winner to a future world title shot. A future world title shot. Listen, man, these days, yeah, even if you fight an eliminator, you're not guaranteed to fight for a title next. You know what I mean? Like, you could be the mandatory, like Joseph Parker was for like 2-3 years. He never fought for the title, you know. So these things don't mean shit, man. And the fight between Itauma and Okolie, like, I don't know, man. That's for me, that's a boring fight, man. You know what I mean, man? Lawrence Okolie, he's fought in the heavyweight division. Well, he's had 2 fights in the heavyweight division. Yeah, he's fought against Hussein Muhammad in his first bout in the heavyweight division. He won that via TKO again. Who the hell is Hussein Muhammad? Who knows of him? Nobody. Kevin Lerena in the last fight. Kevin Lerena, he was actually meant to be decent. You know what I mean? He's the Australian Kevin Lerena. He was actually meant to be decent. You know what I mean? He was actually meant to go in there and actually put Okolie under some pressure, but it was like a little bit of a hugging fest, you know. And that's what Lawrence Okolie is really about. That's what he does, man. He loves to hug, man. I find him a very boring fighter. I'm sorry. Like, hey, Lawrence Okolie, if you're listening to this, nothing personal, man. I'm just critiquing your performances. Like, he's a hugger, innit? He's a hugger. And he's been boring. Some of his performances have been very underwhelming in the past, even in the cruiserweight division. Then he went into that bridgerweight division, won a title there that nobody really gives a damn about. So yeah, Lawrence Okolie, man, still got a lot of proving to do in the heavyweight division, and so does Moses Itauma as well. You know, Itauma fighting against Jermaine Franklin in January, that's a big test for him. That's a big test. We all thought that Dillian White was going to be a big test for Moses Itauma. It didn't turn out to be that way. You know what I mean? It seemed like Dillian White is over the hill. You know what I mean? He's done. His time at the top is done. And Moses Itauma, credit to Moses Itauma, he went in there, he got the business done. Do you know what I mean? He got the job done. He finished Dillian White in the first round. We all thought that Dillian White would at least put the young man under pressure, take him into deep waters, and test that chin, but it never happened. It never happened. Now, this fight between Lawrence Okolie and Moses Itauma, if it does happen for the eliminator, yeah, we already see the WBO struggling with eliminators like Frank Sanchez. You know, everyone is pulling out on him. Do you know what I mean? Moses Itauma was meant to fight Frank Sanchez for the WBO final eliminator. Uncle Frank pulled him out of that. Do you know what I mean? Then it was Daniel Dubois. He got pulled out. Then we heard it was someone else pulled out. Like, now it's Torres. He might pull out. Like, no one wants to fight Frank Sanchez. You know what I mean? Everyone's running away. Because why? High risk, low rewards, man. Frank Sanchez hasn't really got that pull. So if you go and fight him, you're not going to get paid very well. And also, there's a high chance that you're going to lose. So why risk it? That's why you see promoters pulling their fighters out. You know, so the WBO final eliminator, that's struggling to get anyone to fight for that. The WBC final eliminator, Lawrence Okolie, Moses Itauma, probably same thing is going to happen as well. You know, they're going to struggle to get fighters to fight for these eliminators because it's like they're not of value anymore. They don't actually mean anything. I'm just keeping it real. Like Usyk will fight whoever the hell he wants. He'll fight whoever the hell he wants until the WBC man up or grow a pair, whatever, and actually decide to strip Usyk, which I don't think they really want to do because he's kept the belt. Do you know what I mean? Like, until then, well, the title becomes vacant or Usyk vacates it, Usyk is going to hold those belts, man. Everyone else is fighting eliminators. Everyone else who are mandatories. It don't really mean shit no more. Nowadays, it seems like, yo, be popular, be the most popular guy, and you're going to get the fight. You know, we're seeing Ryan Garcia. He fought against Devin Haney. He was on PEDs, yeah. Fight got turned into a non-contest, which he won because obviously he took illegal substances into his body. So that got voided. Haney kept his O. Then he went on to fight Rolly Romero. He got smoked in that, lost that. Now he's fighting for a title. He's fighting for the WBC title against, what's his name? Mario Barrios. Do you know what I mean? How does that make any sense? How the hell does that make any sense? And all of this is like just going around the WBC. They've got this cloud around them. And it looks like up top, the management, you know what I mean, all the way to the top. Mauricio Suleiman. Listen, I don't know the guy personally, never met him. You know what I mean? I don't want to meet him either. I don't really care. But it seems like the management, there's mismanagement with the WBC at the moment. They're moving reckless. They need to fix up. They need to fix up. Like, who the hell is asking you for Moses Itauma versus Lawrence Okolie? Like, no one's calling for that fight, man. No one wants to see that. You know what I mean? Listen, if the fight does go on, if it was to happen, which I doubt it will happen, but if it was to happen, like I said, man, Lawrence Okolie, to me, is just not my cup of tea, man. Too boring. He loves to hug. I think Moses Itauma smokes him anyway, man. You know what I mean? I'm not saying it's going to be a straightforward easy, but he's just going to hug the hell out of Moses Itauma. He's going to hug the hell out of him. And I see Moses Itauma stopping him with that right hook, man. Do you know what I mean? Right hook, left hand, bam. Okolie's out. You know what I mean? But listen, I don't know what to say, man. The WBC, they're really starting to get on my nerves, the way they're moving around, man. They're trying to pull their weight around and all that. I don't like the way they're moving. That's just my opinion. Like, nobody cares about your eliminators, man. Nobody cares because Usyk has just proven that he can fight whoever he wants. He wants to fight Deontay Wilder. Apparently, you guys have granted him permission. So Usyk is going to fight Deontay Wilder. Listen, I don't have a problem with Usyk fighting Deontay Wilder. It's going to be a good... It's not going to be a competitive fight, but, you know, Usyk has earned the right to fight whoever he wants to fight. Some people are saying, yo, Usyk is ducking Wardley. Listen, I don't believe that. Usyk never ducks nobody. You know, like, I mean, come on, he's the real deal. He's the real deal, man. Come on, don't say that, please. But I understand why people want him to fight Wardley, because that's the most competitive fight. And I agree with that. But if he wants to go in and fight Wilder, because Wilder is one of those big names that have been around for the last decade, and he wants to add Wilder to the list with Joshua and Fury and Dubois, go ahead, do it. Do what you want, man. Do what you want. But the WBC, please, man. Sort yourself out, man. This is becoming embarrassing. It's a mess, man. Itauma, Lawrence Okolie, final eliminator, ordered. Oh, please, man. Cut me out, man. Leave me out, man. My people, let me know in the comments, man. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, my people. I really appreciate it. Lawrence Okolie, Itauma, final eliminator for the WBC. The winner fights Usyk. Is that really going to happen? Usyk said he's never going to fight Itauma. That's never going to happen. But let me know your thoughts in the comments. Who do you think wins? Itauma or Lawrence Okolie? Would that fight ever happen? I don't think so, man. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, my people. I'll really appreciate it. All right. Thank you for watching Enzo, the realest in the game. Don't forget, please smash the likes. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. I'll really appreciate it. I'll see you on the next one. Until then, stay blessed. Peace.